back to my channel. Today we're gonna make Basbousa cake. I thought, hey, it's a nice weather outside, very beautiful, very snowy. So I thought, let's make some Basbousa. So these are the ingredients, very simple and easy. We have a 1/4 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of oil, 2 eggs, teaspoon of baking powder, and 1.5 cups of semolina. So before we can go ahead and make the basbousa, we have to make the sugar syrup. So let's go together and see how we can make it. Okay, now we're gonna make the sugar syrup. So what we need for that is we need 1 cup of sugar, and we need 2 cups of water. So 1 cup, 2nd cup, and a 1/2 lemon or 1/4 lemon. Now we're gonna let it boil, and once it boils, we will turn it off and let it cool before we can add it to the basbousa once the basbousa is done. Okay, so now that we made the syrup, I'll let it boil, and then I will turn it off and let it cool before we can add it to the basbousa. So now we're gonna make the basbousa. So we're gonna start with the wet ingredients. So we're gonna start with the egg first. Okay, and we're gonna, and then to that we're gonna add the sugar. And then we're gonna add the 1/2 cup of oil. And then we're gonna add the 1/4 cup of milk. Now we're just gonna put it aside. And then we're gonna take the semolina. We're gonna add the teaspoon of baking powder, and then we're gonna add it gradually to the wet ingredients, as you can see here. So after mixing it very well, this should be the texture of the semolina, as you can see. Okay. And now we're gonna put it in the baking pan. Okay, so here's the pan that we're gonna make the basbousa. I just put some oil and sprinkled some flour, just so it doesn't stick at the bottom. So now we're gonna add the basbousa mixture, as you can see here. So now that we're done, we're gonna preheat the oven at 375 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. As you can see, now the sugar syrup is boiling. So now we're gonna turn it off and let it cool before we can add it to the basbousa. Okay, now we're gonna put the basbousa in the oven. Okay, so now as you can see, the basbousa is golden brown. So I took it off the oven, and now we're gonna add the syrup that we made. Okay, so after adding the sugar syrup to the basbousa, now we're gonna let it sit for at least 2 hours before we can go ahead and decorate it. I just want to talk about this stainless steel grinder. I bought it from Amazon recently. It's amazing. Since I had this, I mean, I'm very thankful that I bought one because it really is helpful, especially if you cook a lot, use a lot of spices at home, and even nuts. So basically, because I made the basbousa, I just want to decorate it, and I'm going to use some of these almonds, but I want to grind them. So I'll show you how it works. Very simple. Just a little bit of almonds. This is the cover, and you can just flip this just like that. There we go. See? Pretty easy. I mean, I just love it. I mean, if you're interested, I'll put the link below, and you can check it out. You can check the reviews. As I said, I just bought it recently, but I would highly, highly recommend it. So it's the Black & Decker stainless steel grinder, sorry. So here it is, as you can see. Yeah, and then here are the almonds. Now that the basbousa has cooled down, let's decorate it together. I'm gonna put some chocolate. This is melted chocolate here. Just gonna pour the chocolate all over. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I'll let you know how it is. It's really, really good. Very moist from the inside, fluffy and airy. I highly recommend that you try this. It's very delicious.